Hello. Does this work? Guys, welcome to the Dynamite Diaries. I am not sure how to work this without lyric. So, give me 1 second. Hi everyone. Welcome to the Dynamite Diaries. My name is Dani. There is no lyric today, I fear. She has been, you know, tied up with trying to save the world. Unfortunately, that leaves us without her presence. But it's okay, because luckily, everyone has me. So, welcome to the Dynamite Diaries. Today was the go home show for Y'allin. And you know what? I will say, um, first I will say, guys, I literally have no idea how to work this. And so if anyone is watching, please let me know. And don't just let me yap to myself for an hour because it'd be really fucking embarrassing. Anyway, y'all in go home show. Overall thoughts, vibes. I thought the vibes were immaculate personally. Hi, Chloe. Okay, thank God. Okay, so it does work. Lyric gave me very detailed instructions, and yet, um, chronic user error. Anyways, I need to figure out how to live stream this. Fuck. Am I doing that successfully? I don't think I am. I don't know. What's a girl to do? Thanks, guys, for that. The hat is just an homage to, of course, we're going to Texas this week. I've never been to Texas. I'm a little bit concerned. Just and maybe that's like not fair, but like I don't know. I've been to Texas. I don't. I only ever spent my time in the North and Union states for the most part. Um, but here I am going to fucking. I'm gonna say Dallas, not even Dallas, Arlington, Texas for a wrestling show. But regardless, I think it'll be fun. I still don't, fun fact, have a ticket. So it's a fun little game we play. Um, yeah, so I'm flying across the country, walking up to the box office, and saying that I believe you. I mean, it's a metropolitan city. Like, I'm not actually worried about it. But like, I'm flying across the country and walking up to the box office and asking them to give me the cheapest ticket that they can because I was not feeling Ticketmaster. I was not fucking with it at all. So, um, hopefully tickets are not like awful like when I get there. Like I'm hoping that, you know, I don't know. I don't want a bad seat. Like I'll be damned if I fly. Occasionally, I'll be damned if I fly across the country and I get a bad seat. But also, that's what I get for trying to spite Ticketmaster. Also, going to Starcast for the first time. I've never been to any sort of convention. I've brought up my qualms before about like meet and greets, and not necessarily loving to pay to be around other human beings because I don't like people. But um, you know, a girl can do her best. And coming to the tailgate, I don't know. I honest to God, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I know I'm getting on a plane. That's all because I'm looking at the price of everything, and it's looking like there will be very, very limited action for me. Um, except the after parties. I will be at each and every single one of them because that's my time to shine. Um, what else was I gonna say about? Yeah. Also, does anyone happen to know if the trolleys in Arlington actually work? Like they say that they go from like the hotels to like the stadiums. I've been researching all day and I can't find anyone like actually being honest. I know that it doesn't really have public transport, but the someone said the trolleys might work. So if anyone knows, um, this is fun. This feels like a little FaceTime. There's like 4 people watching, but I mean that's fine. Later's gonna come back and she's gonna be like, nobody fucks with you. This is the reason that we do this together because you'll never be anything without me. And then I'll have to say, yeah, you're right. Conventions are fun. You just have to stay cool and hydrated. See, like I really be forgetting. I honest to God, I've said it before. I really be forgetting that the target demographic or the real demographic of wrestling fans is not me. Like, it's not 23-year-old young black women. It's like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like the elderly. I'm kidding. It's like middle-aged bald white guys. So I don't know. Convention freaks me out a little bit. Um, but maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. I will be meeting Hangman, so that will be fun. Although my fucking cowgirl hat, yeah, motherfucking hot. That's right. I know that's right. Although my fucking cowgirl hat, not this one. Of course, I had to get a special one. My cowgirl hat didn't fucking come. I paid extra for it to be here on time, and it didn't come. Also, still don't know what I'm gonna wear. I promised to be fitted down, and yet I don't have any clothes. So that will be fun. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a million fucking degrees, but like, that's all right. I mean, it's all in the good spirit. Kenny Omega sold my ticket. I say as someone without a ticket. Um, I anything else I might have been able to give up, but I couldn't do it. Let's see what happened tonight. Tonight was obviously the go home Dynamite. Tomorrow there's Collision, which always fucks me up because the show's on Saturday, which not everybody happened to know. So the It Girl Mercedes, Miss Monet, did not know. What I'm sure she did. She corrected herself. But we opened up the show. Mercedes and Tony. Um, oh my god, I'm Chloe. Yes, no, I understand the nerves. I'm recording a list of it's like predictions, but it's a hostage situation. These are my demands, and I will be putting those out tomorrow. And if the show does not go exactly how I want it to, then there will be issues. You know what the real problem is, though? Oh boy, can I yap? I'm just listening to myself. The real problem is I was looking at all my predictions / wish list, and it was a title change for damn near every fucking title. And I was like, okay, well, that's not realistic. That's not gonna happen. So, si ese es el caso, like, I'm gonna miss out on a couple of big things for me, like big protostar. Saturday is your night, at least it should be. But also, like, I'm a need Mox to come off that title. I'm going to need, jet speed to grab those for me. So like other things I'm gonna have to give on some things. Um, Texas Rangers got your notes list. Yikes. Anyway, guys, this is fun. I feel like I'm on FaceTime with all my friends. Except you can't speak back to me, which is honestly usually how my FaceTimes used to go with my ex-boyfriend. It was just a lot of me talking and him saying, huh? And then he cheated on me. Probably should have let the nigga talk. Anyways, so we started off the show. It was Mercedes and Toni Storm. They came out. They both looked amazing. Mercedes looked the fuck good, and she knew it. There was some great bars in that promo exchange. Mercedes quoted Nikki, which of course she loves to do. The Alpha, the Omega, everything in between. But I don't know if now was the time to do that. But Nikki always on some bullshit. So what the fuck you gonna do? You gonna wait until she normal? Because you can't. Yeah, a lot of mentions of hell, a lot of mentions of death. Honestly, that was a big reoccurring theme throughout the whole night. Like, it seemed like everybody on the roster wanted you to know that they was willing to die by this shit. Which, like, okay, nobody's asking you to do that though. You're just volunteering that stuff, and nobody needs you to do that. But this is one of them. Tony had some great bars. Yeah, from dust to dust, real Catholic. Kind of mentality. So yeah, that was good. I'm not gonna be able to talk about the show in chronological order because I don't remember and I didn't write it down. So I'm just gonna talk about other things that stuck out to me. Because the first match was I don't know, nigga, who wrestled? I don't know, but I will be now talking about Protostar, Big Soup, versus God damn. This, guys, if you can't tell, Lyric usually keeps the notes. Baby faces are charmingly suicidal. See, I kind of put this along the same lines as, like, I don't know, it's passive suicidal ideation from, like, every single AEW babyface, to the point where, like, it's a little bit cult-like. So if you're not, thank you guys so much for telling me what happened next. I love the Dynamite Diaries audience. But yeah, it's a little bit cult-like. So if you look over and you're like, I'm ready to die about this shit, and somebody next to you is like, I don't know about dying, and you look at them crazy, and you're like, you should never be world champion. So AEW just absolutely fucking different, just different. And when they're on, they're firing on all cylinders, and nobody can touch them. And right now, there's, besides maybe CMLL, which I don't get to watch every week because I'm poor, nobody is lacing their boots. Big Proto Star, Big Soup, against Brody and Bandito. Now, let me say this. A couple of things. First note, Takeshita and Fletcher, love you both, love you down. Here's my thing. If you're going to be a tag team, and you're not really a tag team, like you're singles guys who tag together a lot, but, like, you're not like a tag team, but you got a new name and you want people to call you that. So, oh my god, wait, I clicked a button. I'm clicking the button. Yeah, you want people to call you that. Like, we have to have some sort of cohesion. Like, next time, you should both wear the pink sunglasses. Or next time, like, I don't know, something. Give me something to know that you've met before. And Kyle Fletcher, I know you want people to think that you and Takeshita are getting freaky out there. So do something to insinuate that for me. Thank you. Bandito, you need to be champion of the fucking universe. Champion of the fucking universe. I've said this a million times over, but god damn, every time you see Bandito wrestle, especially, like, since he's been back from injury, but in particular in the last, like, month, oh my god, this is a generational run if we put the right wheels behind it. Takeshita Bandito, I truly, truly think will be the best match of the weekend. And that's fucking saying something. We're going to do Omega Okada again. And I think Takeshita Bandito will be the best match of the weekend. I think that a lot of these matches we're talking about, a lot of these matchups we're speaking in hyperbole, so we're like, this could be the best women's match ever, which it very well could be. This could be the best match ever with Omega Okada, because they've touched that before. You probably won't scratch it again, but they have before. Like, Mox and Hangman about to do some crazy freaky shit in their second Texas death match in Texas, and yet I think Takeshita Bandito will be better than all of that. So write that down right the fuck now, so everybody knows that when I'm right, that I said it on tape. Yeah. When Hangman said the Death Riders will have to kill him, and Will was like, let's not go that far. Yeah, that's why Will Ospreay can't be world champion. You have to be willing to die. You have to be willing to, and I know Darby Allin heard that from somewhere, and he was like, now what the fuck? I've been saying that for years. But yeah. What else happened on the show? Well, I'm trying to think of things that were memorable to me. I might leave some things out because some things weren't necessarily memorable to me. EVPs pull up in their big ass limo, and I thought, yeah, Rob list. I also want to say, Rob list is of course a joke. I've never robbed anyone, but if I was going to, this would be the list of targets. So it is a hypothetical thing. So please don't conflate the two. Ricochet versus White Boy. Blake Christian, y'all gotta stop being mean to that white boy. He ain't do nothing to you. Okay? And niggas, people trying to sit here and say, oh, like, he's a wannabe Will Ospreay, he's this, he's that, whatever. So what? Is that a crime? Is that a crime that he's not very interesting? That's not a crime. I've said that about so many people in my life. I find most people uninteresting. Okay? I think he's gotten a lot better since the peak of those criticisms. I do understand the Osprey clone allegations, or the attempted Osprey clone allegations, but I mean, he needs to make money. And who's out here making more money than anybody in the fucking world? William Peter Charles Osprey. It's room to have variations of the same person. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I feel like people not understanding, like, Osprey is like, he's of the age now where he has kids. He has sons. Kenny Omega has so many kids running around. You would have thought he was just going crazy at a sperm bank. But it's so that's clearer to see. I feel like since Will Ospreay's still a little bit younger and still in his quote unquote like wrestling prime, that people are like, oh, you know, this person's just exactly copying. Kenny has grandchildren at this point. That people, you know, he's just exactly copying, you know, Will Ospreay, and it's like, no, that's his son. Kenny does have grandchildren. I mean, I think that we've said it before on this show, but Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi's firstborn son is Kenosuke Takeshita. But the lineage is not in there. And then Takeshita, you know, they all have sons. That's what people need to understand. Everybody's got to make a fucking buck. They all have sons, okay? Didn't mind him in the tag team with Lee. He just kind of bores me by himself. Am I gonna sit here and disagree? No. Am I sitting up here acting like, oh, yeah, like let me go get those Blake Christian minutes? No, that would be front. That would be a front. I'm just saying, I think people are really mean to him for being. He's not that bad. That's my only argument. All right. There are some people who deserve our attention when it comes to that, and I don't think Blake Christian's one of them. There are some people who deserve to hear about it from us, and I don't think Blake Christian's one of those. Christopher Jericho. Trigger warning. Jericho warning. Chris Jericho needs to hear it. He needs to hear it. And it will be me who delivers that message each and every time. ¿Qué más ocurrió? Let me see. Well, skipping around a little bit, we had, of course, a talkie talk. World's first talkie talk not conducted by a 4-year-old. You know, jump scare. I know, Jericho. Here's the thing, right? I also want to say first, my mom has such vested interest in this casino gauntlet in particular because she loves Mark Briscoe. Loves Mark Briscoe down. She calls him Toothless, but like in a fun like nickname way. Like they have this little thing. They go way back. And she really hates MJF. Like legitimately. Like she hates MJF. Anytime she hears his music, she like won't even be around, but anytime she hears his music, she will boo. If she sees him on the TV, she will turn the TV off. Like, I'm talking real dedicated hater shit coming from my mom. So Mark Briscoe, handle your business. Don't piss off my mama because she don't play. Yeah, look, honestly, this might be crazy to say. Oh my God, lyrics watching, everybody be on your best behavior. I stopped swearing. I tried. I said the N-word once or twice. Maybe. But she said hi guys, like there's not 2 people watching. But it doesn't matter. But anyway, had a little fun talkie talk, a little key. Honestly, if I was MJF, I probably would have said something crazier. Like, I feel like, honest to God, he was like, it went Christian KG, obviously. Which did not surprise anyone, did not surprise Mark Briscoe, you know. But if I was MJF, I understand, like, it's sensitive. I don't know. I probably would say something a little bit crazier. Just a little bit crazier. Thank you. I thought it was very elegant. I'm done saying the N-word. I'm healed. Now I sound like an actor giving an apology video. Guys, does anyone here watch Love Island? Goodbye, Sierra. Anyway. Yeah, had a fun little talkie talk. Well, it wasn't fun at all. Both people really got their feelings hurt. but that was fun for me to watch. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Ricochet wrestled White Boy. He now has people with hair in his faction or whatever. Seems a little unnatural. All right, is that what people would want? You know, the bald and the hair to be intermixing. I mean, look what you get. You get things like FTR. Is that who we are? Is that what we represent? But I sound like a pro hair Dr. Umar. Anyway, what else happened? Jet Speed. You're leaving with those tag belts. That's not even, it's not an option. It does upset me a little bit that the patriarchy is in this match. I know people have said it, but like, I Jet Speed has been going through the horrors, the absolute fucking horrors with the Hurt Syndicate, and getting beat the fuck down, getting told they're not shit, and come back next week and getting beat the fuck down, getting told they're not shit, week in, week fucking out. And it's like, okay, the patriarchy has been like softly introduced into this little sphere in the last little grip. But it ain't been nothing crazy. It ain't been nothing, intense. They have not suffered. I don't know, just like, and I have a fear. I have a fear that Jet Speed gets like low bro, because they've been getting low bro the whole feud, which is fine if the payoff is that you win, but I don't think they're gonna win, which doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't sit right with me. Yeah. What else happened? Samoa Joe fought Wheeler Yuta. I love Samoa Joe in gowns, beautiful gowns. I love Samoa Joe. Thought he was great. I'm gonna say something that nobody's gonna want to hear. I tweeted it, but I can't sell my Wheeler Yuta stocks because I never bought any. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Yes, there are. Hey, not too much on Yuta. I have to. What, like, yeah. Here's what I'll say. Right? Yes, there are Bible characters who are suffered less than Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey, and it's only been a few weeks. Dear God. Look, guys, I know you're not gonna want to hear this about Wheeler Yuta. All of the stuff, all of the potential man stuff, all of the stuff that y'all, and maybe it's just because I ride for DG. Maybe it's just because I knew you were gonna put them together. Maybe it's just because I ride for DG. But I'm like, everybody talks so crazy about DG in a way that they do not talk crazy about Wheeler Yuta. Even though I could remember the last memorable thing Wheeler Yuta had done of sustenance. This match itself was fine. It was actually good, I would even argue. I don't know why I chose this moment of all of them to shit on Wheeler Yuta. It might just be exactly. Lyric said Yuta, aka number 4 from Codename Kid Next Dope. I know that's fucking right. Most of you guys won't get that. I just think that if you're all of the criticisms that people have about Daniel Garcia can apply to Wheeler Yuta tenfold. And now I don't know. I was gonna talk about maybe reviving DG's character, but they had that bitch come out there on Collision and say, "Oh, you think you deserve a title shot because you beat me? Everybody beats me. I'm a fucking loser. All I do is fucking lose. I just lose. I wake up in the morning and I lose, and I eat breakfast and I lose, and then I just work out, but I lose and I lose and I lose, and everything is so bad. And all I do is fucking lose." And you're like, well, damn. And he's like, but I get back up and I keep on fighting. Yeah, but you just told us how much of a loser you were. And I love Daniel Garcia. Why did they do that? What stage of humiliation ritual is that for you to have to say that? Like, insane. Yuta got to get away from the Death Rider so I can invest a little more. I got to be honest, like, I agree with that, but like, I don't really care anymore. Like, I don't care. I don't know what you could do to him to make me interested again. Like, yeah, yes. Lyric correct again. Yuta gets passes because he got the Danielson mock stamp. And it's like, all right, we give Wheeler Yuta a lot of grace. We're like, well, this gimmick didn't work, but we'll wait. And we'll get him the next one. And this one didn't work, but we'll wait. And we'll get him the next one. Like, damn, what is DG even doing at All In? I don't have the pin. As much as they should give it to me, I don't have the pin. If it were up to me, well, actually, if it was up to me, Kyle Fletcher would have won a couple weeks back. He would have been the TNT champion, and then Kyle Fletcher would have defended against DG at All In. But nobody fucking listens to me. Yuta is the core of all the Death Riders BCC internal drama. I definitely dropped the ball on him, but unfortunately it still does move me, and I understand that. I get that, but it's like I feel like we've strayed so far from you being important. You know, it's kind of like a Jessica Simpson. Why is she gonna stray? I don't know. Suffering builds character. Yeah, but like I'm not interested in the character, so now you suffered for no reason. And DG is like suffering builds character, but like then you fucking lost again. So what are you gonna come out and say next week? Yeah, I'm a loser. I lost again. I fucking lose. Are you gonna do that every week? Just more and more embarrassing yourself? Like, I don't know whose idea that was, and maybe it was his and it was off the cuff. Practice. Don't come out there and tell people that you're a loser, especially not when you're currently fighting an uphill battle to get back into where you can be and have been. DG stocks are in the mud. Put him in a trade school is crazy. You know what? That's the thing about stocks, though, right? They rise and they fall. Sometimes you just gotta hold, baby. Sometimes you just gotta hold. DG is gonna cost Adam Cole at All In. But honest, think about it. Even the shit with Adam Cole didn't make no fucking sense. And I've said this time and time again on this show, on Black Girl Wrestling, and everywhere in between that. Well, listen, like the DG's biggest problem is that everywhere he goes and everything he's ever involved in, he gets low broed as if he's not a grown ass man. Everything he gets involved in. When he was feuding with MJF, and that was his best thing he's done in a while. When he was feuding with MJF, got low broed. When he was, on his pursuit of the TNT title, kept getting low broed. When he was TNT champion, it was oh how cute. When he was feuding with Adam Cole, that was Adam Cole's whole thing. He was like, you're good and you're champion, but that doesn't mean anything because you're less than me. Oh my god. That's why Lyric said DG gotta come back with a gun at this point. I don't know what else could help. Cause I don't know. That was a long-winded way of me saying, like, Wheeler Yuta has never moved me more than Daniel Garcia. And that's just a personal thing. But as it stands right now, y'all gotta start applying some of those Daniel Garcia criticisms to Wheeler Yuta. They are peers. And you know what? Matter of fact, let them fight. I don't fucking know. Let them fight. Because DG needs to feud with people his age. You need friends your age. You need enemies your age. Oh my god. Like, FTR hair, let him out of that. Let him out of that chokehold. Because I know you guys like to tussle. Allegedly. The women's four-way went fucking crazy. It was Megan Bayne, Queen Aminata, Thekla, and oh girl, what's her name? It's not Anna Jay. It's the other one that she be teaming with. Tamela. One sneak. Yeah. Thanks, guys. One sneak. This match was great, and it was honestly and Statlander watching. It was honestly a really good reminder of why, like, this and how cool it is that we can actually do a casino gauntlet this year that's gonna feel like big. It's gonna feel, just as if not bigger than the men's one because you finally have a division that can compete within itself. Tamo, you know what? She wrestled really well the other night too. I'm not a big fan of. I think it's easy sometimes for her to get. I how do I say this nicely? I think that she can be really entertaining. I have never had those thoughts about Anna Jay. And I'm like, it's really no tea, no shade, but I just feel like when you pair her up with Anna Jay, now I automatically think of them together, and I think of them as maybe not as highly as I thought of Tamello. But Megan Bain, a fucking beast. Queen Aminata, talk about a hooper. Also, she threw her little veil at the guy at ringside, and he didn't catch it. Are you stupid? Or are you something else? This match was incredible. I love, there was some conversation earlier this week about oh, AEW does too many all-stars. AEW does too many tags. Nope, not true. Give me all of them. I want more of them, actually. Anna Jay, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, that's my point. The pairing does more for Anna Jay than it does for Tamello, and I think that I don't know. I think that we're kind of beyond that in Big 2025. I think that you have to increase your own stocks. I think that there's so many girls on the AEW roster who have spent the last year, 2 years, 3 years increasing their own stock. So it's like, if you want that to go up, I don't know what to tell you. Because, we're not going to sit up here and act like Anna Jay. It's not been a booking issue. It's not been, and I don't mean to pile on to her, because it's not that's not my intention. I don't dislike her or anything like that. I think she's fine, but I just think it speaks really to how competitive and how high quality the women's division is right now, that what was good now needs to be great. And I'm excited for the Casino Gauntlet. Megan Bain, man, she came in so strong, and it felt like we lost our footing with her a little bit. Not in the ring. It was never in the ring. It was just a matter of, okay, now we've got Megan Bain. What do we do with her? And I wish I had all the answers. I don't, but goddamn, it's got to be something. It's got to be something quick. That girl is something else. Thecla and Aminata clawing to snatch someone's TV time. Yeah, and they're gonna, them girls were wicked tonight and have been so yeah. No more handouts, because girls are clocked in. Should have sent Anna on in a longer excursion. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a professional wrestler, so I'm not gonna tell professional wrestlers how to get better. Because if someone told me how to get better at my job and they'd never done it, I'd be like, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're fucking doing. But you know what? I would do some trial and error, babes. That's what I would do. As long as Megan Bain is TBS champion 2026, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm fine with that. This women's world title picture is going to be so interesting, not regardless, but in both scenarios of what happens on Saturday. Hello? Lyric Swinton?
We're switched!
What it do, You scared the shit out of me because you saw what it popped up as. Guys, it's Lyric. The
You
richest
already
girl
know.
in America.
You want to know what's crazy? I've done this show from the craziest places, and I always end up making it on time. I should get an award at this point.
You should get an award. Because I can't say the same. Cannot say the same. You yap. I'll tweet.
You
In a
know,
second.
what can I say, y'all? I truly prayed for times like this. These them people, they welcome Hangman like I can't even explain it. Of just that Hangman Swerve Osprey combination, they might as well be the Beatles. We've never been more back. We're so up. For everybody who ever doubted, you were wrong. Um, it's our time. It's our time. Hangman FC, don't fear. Don't fear, we're at the finish line. People are going to try to convince you otherwise. People are going to try to tell you that this is Darby's story. People are going to try to tell you, well, Hangman's not ready yet. People are going to try to tell you that, no, Swerve's going to screw him over. And I want you to know that all those people, they have no idea what they're fucking talking about. We're so back. We're so up. Life is so good. This is our victory lap, people. This is our victory lap. Um, and I want everybody to rejoice and be glad in it.
War is over.
You already know how I came today.
You're.
Got a little cowboy necklace there.
I got one too, actually.
20. We're pouring a Henny for Hangman. I like that. Henny for Hangman. I like that. We was gonna do that anyway, but
well, yeah. Henny for Kenny, Henny for Hangman. That's a lot of Hennessy. I don't even drink dark liquor. But you know what? Here's the thing, right? Now we switch. You tweet. I'll talk.
I'm doing it, yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I feel like Darby catches a lot of strays in this situation. Hear me out. I've said it on the show before, but I'm like, when he told everybody he was gonna climb Mount Everest. He told everybody he's gonna climb Mount Everest. He said, goodbye, I'm leaving. I am going to climb Mount Everest. And then what happened? He got hit by a bus in the most Darby Allin fashion ever. And he said, matter of fact, I'm gonna come back. They need me. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna help them out. And then guess what? I'm gonna do exactly what I wanted to do at the beginning. Climb Mount Everest. It is AEW's fault and responsibility that they looked at that and said, you know what? Like, we should wait on the guy that fucking went up Everest. He told you he was gonna do that, right? Like you cannot plan around him. So I feel like it's people are having this conversation and like let me be clear, America. Let me be clear. Hangman Adam Page needs to win this goddamn world title, or I'm leaving with it up my ass to give to him. That's the only option.
Wait, pause.
Exactly.
Pause. What did you say?
What?
What did you just say?
What?
What did you just say? You're leaving with it where? No, here's the thing. I have no smoke with Darby. I do agree. This is all on AEW. However,
that's the comment. He already put in his PTO.
He did.
He told you to prepare the others, and y'all niggas didn't do it.
Prepare the others, and y'all. However, like we have pivoted now. It's over,
and the world's best
shot
pivot, I might say. The world's sexiest pivot.
Hangman was feeling himself so much tonight. He was showing off, like, bro.
How could he not? Okay, I'm gonna say y'all real quick. Like, the more he grows his hair out, the harder it is for me to be normal. I try to control it.
You know, we meet him in like 2 days.
You know what's it's weird for me though, Lyric, because like I don't I don't know if I have ever blushed around a man, been nervous around a man. I'd be on dates telling fuck niggas to straighten up. like
I'm about to snap, crackle, pop around this.
like I'm literally I swear to God, I'm gonna meet Hangman and I'm gonna be like silent. I'd be like, hi,
I'm gonna become ultra feminine. Hey,
hi.
or
I just
no,
really
here's
like
the
your
funny
work.
thing. Sometimes like I get like ultra masculine though. Sometimes when like I get super nervous, like, what's up, big bro?
It's like there's no winning. Yeah, how you gonna
What's
play?
up, nigga?
I swear to God, my voice is gonna go up 6 octaves. Hi, I just
Cowboy
really like
shit,
your
you
work.
feel me?
I just really and yeah, and then cause I the other option is the other option is for me to be like, you look so good, I don't know what to do. Like it can't be no damn in between. Yeah, real Southern Belle. Are we hugging or dapping him up? That's the best question yet. Because we both
That's a
have to do
really
it.
that's a
Whatever
really
it
good
is, we
question.
both have to
Yeah,
do it.
whatever it is, we just gotta. I'm not gonna lie. What do we do if he knows how to dap? Give dap. Like, what if he know?
I There's no way he doesn't.
Like, what do we do if he like really knows what he's doing?
You know what? I feel the dap and the hug like bros really do like yeah. But
Jay,
here's the thing,
hey,
guys. Here's
hey,
the
Jalen,
thing.
I respect your game. She said, I'm hugging.
Here's the thing. With every other man on earth, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that nigga just be like person. Just be like, yeah, we bros, we cool. I don't want any man to think of me as a bro. I want him to be like, I met these really nice young ladies.
Well, he's gonna remember us because LOL black. Um,
Oh my god, I forgot about that. But here's the thing, right? Honestly, when I'm and he is a grown married man. This is not like that. But
yeah,
what
no.
I'm saying is sometimes when I'm like when I'm talking to a guy, I'll like go to dap him up at first, and then like because my nails are so long, I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, did that hurt?" Like, and then I'll
Yes,
like go for a hug instead.
you know,
It's a bait kind of thing, but some of y'all niggas don't have game, so you wouldn't understand. Into a spin is crazy. A
I
dap
wouldn't
into a
understand.
spin.
Into a spin, twirl that motherfucker like it's footloose. Yeah, I like that. Twirl that motherfucker like it's
Oh my
hairspray.
god.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh my god. I just point at him.
Actually, I'm going to
I
literally like
like you, white boy.
I'm gonna pull him in during the dap and whisper in his ear, if you need us to handle this John Moxley problem, he'd
That
say,
nigga out here today.
if you need us to handle this John Moxley feller, I hope you know.
We can fully do through that. Side hug or full hug.
Side or full hug. You don't want to know.
I've never
You don't want
see
to know.
this is like a whole new realm of thought for me because I've never thought about these things in my life. I really don't. A lot of times, social anxiety fears me. I don't have this. Why am I scared? This is new.
I want y'all to look up redacted meet and greet photo shoots and just know that in my
What
head,
them
that's
girls was having One Direction do?
I'm not even One Direction. I'm thinking about another redacted.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yes, one thou wow.
I feel like I feel like you have to go full hug because like I mean when else are you gonna have the chance? Also like
Hey, around the waist or around the neck, and rock back and forth.
well nigga that we slow dancing like he had prom. That's what we should do. We should do the prom pose.
Bro, it's two of us.
Yes, he stands in the middle.
Hey,
Oh my god. Yeah, hold on, throw down. Middle school dance.
Zigzag, Christopher, jump
I
in.
feel like no, I'm gonna go for the full hug and I'm gonna attempt. Well, first I'm gonna ask.
Well, I'm tall enough for the neck, but
Yeah, I feel like I'm a lady.
Hey man, my neck what? That's enough out of you.
I'm gonna ask. Wait, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask because I'm like I always that feels weird to me. And she'd be like, "Hi," and I'll try to be normal. I'll speak at a regular.
You know what? It's so
octane.
crazy that we stress about this stuff.
My name is Danielle. Would how and I'll probably be like, "How do you feel about hugs, 1 to 10?" That's how I'll phrase it.
No, I ain't gonna lie. What if we asked him to do like those awkward JC Penney poses? Actually, we should do that. Can we do like one of those awkward JC Penney poses?
Absolutely.
Like
My
Stat
sisters
Willow
and I did that. Yeah.
Like Stat Willow and Stokely was doing.
Yeah. 100%.
They said these pictures are going. They think they gonna move fast. I'm gonna be honest.
Who gonna check me?
Unfortunately, for that poor team working over there, I don't think they understand how much Hangman fans have been starving for these meet and greets. You're gonna wait. Somebody's about to tell him their entire life story about how he saved a life. Somebody's going to literally run up his entire arm with friendship bracelets. Somebody is going to literally propose. Somebody is going to, like, when I say deep.
And then someone else is going to say, Danielle, move.
They don't have to put an alarm clock out there. They don't have to put a timer with a beep, beep, beep.
I can see Dani doing the dirty dancing side of my life scene. Yeah, I'll lift him up. I'll do the lifting.
Like, because here's the thing. Imagine his face when you say he's part of Black Girl Wrestling.
See, that's something that I've been going back and forth with, like the whole in anticipation of Garland. Because now we're just talking about Garland. I feel like we've covered most of the stuff, but I'm like, should I try to promote Black Girl Wrestling? That feels very cringy to do.
You have to.
It feels very cringy to do. And here's the thing. Lyric. Here's where you and I differ. I don't think that I'll be interested in wrestling this time next year.
You say that. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of people feel that way. If All In goes well, unfortunately, they have me for the rest of my life. Like, if everything goes the way that I think, like Kenny, Mercedes, Hangman, they put Bandito to Kestra on Friday night of just they actually this like, not to be dramatic or anything. This weekend single-handedly holding my entire love for wrestling in its hands. And if it doesn't go well, then I actually probably never going to want to do this shit again.
But we would hate for you to be dramatic.
But if it does go well, I think I don't know how I could pledge my life to this any further, but I'm going to try.
You know what?
I also would like to know what's his favorite song on Cowboy Carter. And I would like to know what are his thoughts on never mind. I don't think
you should ask. You know me. Y'all know I'm gonna ask some. If I get one question, it's gonna be an odd one. Life's about being. I want to be memorable.
And what are you gonna say, bro?
I like being a wild card. I won't know till it happens. Y'all meeting Mox the same day? That's crazy. No, if I shouldn't meet Mox because I would say some shit that, like,
I ain't gonna lie, you gonna meet Hangman then his op right after, so that's crazy. You might as well go meet Swerve too. Then
I'm like, can't do that. I'm gonna walk up on Mox and be like, your boy said that he was gonna eat. What? Yeah, that's what I would ask. Why did your family own a tobacco farm in Virginia? Who used to work on that tobacco farm?
Enough.
Clearly, anyway, it's so nice to meet you. I really like all your work.
I mean, clearly he worked on it too. I mean, but
who worked on it before? Who did you buy it from?
He don't have internet, y'all. Please.
My don't have internet. Please.
Don't have internet.
Dap it up, Mox. Like, I know. I'm honest to God right now. The only person that I and scheduled to meet is Hangman. I'm trying to decide if there's anyone else that like is appealing to me. Takeshi's sold out,
I
so
would also like to know, what will the Okada meet and greets be like? I'm
I I
genuinely
regret
dying,
I regret not getting that
genuinely
because
dying to know.
that feels like an absolutely hilarious experience to have and something I would carry with me for the rest of my life. And that picture of
Family.
that picture exactly how many generations. I'm glad y'all was here. I'm glad y'all are hearing me because last week y'all wasn't hearing me. I was like, now tell these kind people of Mexico where your family got that farm.
Chill. He from Virginia too. Fuck.
Nigga, that's where they was landing.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm so scared. It's a couple people I'm never gonna research hard for
You
real.
lived in the Macy's of the sales trade.
All right. That's enough out of you.
Fair enough.
Oh
Um,
gosh. Oh, we need to get in the free meet and greet line too, because Queen Aminata's doing for free, doing free.
yeah, the one and the only. Yeah, Starcast said they were gonna announce two people for a surprise photo op during All In. They did say that, and then you have to go to their after party. Here's the thing, right?
Shut up. Don't stop.
And this was supposed to be the Dani Diaries tonight, and you're silencing me. I feel silenced.
I told you that I was gonna come eventually.
That's true. No, I don't mind. I'm just like, wow, the censorship is crazy. Um, let me rephrase. Um, well, here's the thing. There's a couple of things. There's the Texas Live after party, and then there's you know the the
Yeah, points are made.
you know what you know what that was one of my biggest fears.
Fear during the feud.
Yep, I was like, because to me, I don't know, Swerve seemed like the kind of person that's like, nah, do it. It'll be like revolutionary, man. Like it's gonna cross racial boundaries. Like
He's gonna pop the girls.
I might have had to stop watching wrestling if I had to see a oh god, that visual I cannot even imagine. You think there are think pieces now?
Man,
Could you have fucking
thing is
imagined?
that, but you know what? I think the reason why they call love this, I think the thing is, Hangman is just, he's so against even getting like, even like creating like an illusion that's like that. He said, actually, you can hang me instead. Oh,
Exactly.
said, actually, hang me
Exactly.
with a chain instead.
Exactly. And yeah, Hangman's gonna remind Swerve why he's called the Hangman. He better fucking not.
I remember that tweet. The quotes were crazy. They said he's gonna what? He's gonna what?
Oh my god. But yeah, no, that was my biggest fear. And I was like, I am the friend that's too woke. That was not gonna work for me, brother.
My thing is, I was so scared because I said they gonna hog tie me. They gonna hog tie me specifically. They gonna say who was responsible for this white boy?
And I would have had to say, that's mine.
You got, it's just the rage.
And you know what? The great thing about Hangman is like, and one of the reasons why he has so many black fans. It's like I didn't believe you were gonna do it. I didn't
No, I
believe you were
didn't.
gonna
I
do it
never believed.
because I know that me and you are co-CEOs of Woke. Me and you, Hangman.
He switched out his electric car, that his Tesla, for a whole different. What was it? The Rivian, the Rivian,
Yeah,
the Longhorn on the Rivian.
yeah.
He's better than all of us. He actually left Twitter. Um, he actually left the Meta, left Meta. Um,
I couldn't do it. So Saturday is going to determine if I'm going to simp hard to my wife so we can go to Wembley next year. Fair enough. I say simp hard for your wife anyway.
yeah,
Because yeah. But I think it's going to be one, I really want to go to London, and I was gonna try to go to London next year anyway. But like
yeah.
if
Let's go
we
together.
see, this is why it's so much cheaper to not have friends. Because the minute you start liking people and the minute y'all start talking about the things that you like or you want to do, it's always like, we should go do that. We should try that. You gotta go try that, money.
Literally this year, Texas, me. Oh my God, Daddy, you're not gonna cut. And they got all your favorite stuff here. Come outside, ladies free before 12.
Fucking
Come outside, ladies free before 12. Everybody get in. That is help us on the floor. They,
I was peer pressured into
they,
buying a y'all in ticket. And matter
they
of fact, I didn't buy a
you
ticket,
still didn't die.
but
They dangled all your favorite things in front of you. They said, we know how to get her real, real good. We know how to get her so good. We
and you
got
know what, Lyric? I checked my bank account this morning before I leave, and I said, I don't know if I even like wrestling that much. I don't even know, man.
me neither. I listen.
It's all predetermined.
I got something to tell you after we get
I'll
off.
never own a home. Me too, actually.
I
I'll
got
never own a home.
I got something to tell you after we get off the stream about that.
We'll see Kenny Omega.
About how the amount of people that I done ran into, people said, damn, I can't afford this trip. Well, fuck, they got a Conor Omega on the
Oh my god. If I could put a flight on Klarna.
Well, I did. I did.
I didn't know you could see how I didn't know you could do that.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, they lured me in with I'm in a saw trap. I'm in a I it was like a mouse to cheese. I couldn't do anything else. Cause then what the fuck was I gonna do? I was gonna fucking sit at home and watch all of my friends go watch all of the things that I want to watch.
No, it wouldn't have felt right without you, seriously. Like, it genuinely wouldn't have felt right without you.
I would have run across the middle of the stage and I would have said, stop. Kenny Omega cannot come out here without
I've been telling everybody that well, listen, do you know my friend Dani's coming? She's coming. You know my friend Dani's coming. My friend Dani's coming. My friend Dani's coming.
You say you be telling, I don't know nobody, so I just be walking around and then niggas be like, oh,
Trust me, people know you.
no, that sounds bad.
I mean, partially, but partially is a good thing too. People know Black
I'm
Girl
deleting
Wrestling.
this account and I'm gonna start a haberdashery.
Everybody knows Black Girl Wrestling at this point.
Yo, I'm going
will
private.
Truly, no. On a serious note, while we have everybody, I think this week should really feel like a victory lap for all of us who have consistently covered this product in the good times, in the bad times. And there were some bad times.
There were some god
awful bad times when I just turned the TV off. No Kendrick. But specifically for Black women, like I think like seeing so many people who have started within like the last 2 years specifically, like I remember when All In Wembley, that first one happened and I was there. I was the only Black person in the room. And just seeing how many people have entered the space, whether they're going to be in the media room or not, like there's so much talent here. Like I've seen like even other friends of mine, shout out to Haley, getting that interview with Hangman, which was nuts.
Man, wait, pause. Before you get back into your deep speech about Haley, shout out to fucking Haley because I have been on this never-ending search for those goddamn butterfly jeans for the past 3 years.
Real
And no
journalist.
journalist, all of you so-called journalists, nobody was willing to ask the question. You want to know why? Because you're all fucking boys. All these men, I think they know what the people want. You have no idea. She was boots to the ground journalism. She said, where did the jeans come from?
The real gumshoe.
And it was not what I wanted to hear, obviously, because he said he made them. Well, what the fuck? I can't fucking buy a pair of those. But now I have my answers and I have my closure. No, everybody was tagging me, and then Ailey was like, "I was thinking of you." I was like, "That is the nicest thing anyone could have ever
You
done."
know that I can send you the link. I don't know if it's still active, but I found a pair of like knockoffs and I wore them to Forbidden Door 2023 butterfly jeans.
Send it to me. Send it to me, please. Because people were sending me like, "Oh, you can iron on the patch." I'm like, "That's not the same. That's not what he had. That's not what he had on."
Yeah,
No.
I found these butterfly jeans on Amazon 2 years ago. And they were decent. I wore them to Forbidden Door in Toronto. But yeah, this is gonna be a really good time. So many people are here. So many people are on my flight. Like I was.
Nope. Pause.
Go
Pause
ahead.
again. We need to talk about internet safety. Lyric, you said to this person on Twitter, "Oh my god, are you on my flight?" And the person said, "Maybe." And then you responded with your exact flight information.
Okay, let me tell you why I did that.
That's not safe.
Let me tell you why I did that. Because at that point, the flight was genuinely about to take off. Like it was on the railway. Like it was on the runway.
That's not safe.
Nobody was gonna get me.
That's not safe. They can get you when you land. That's not safe.
Oh, here's the thing. I can't. But
Thank you, Jalen. Thank you, Jalen. Just an unnecessary risk. Now I know everybody's sitting there like, "Oh, no way that y'all switched." And Danielle's trying to be more responsible.
listen, I feel super. I don't know. I feel super safe here because even though this is a wrestling trip, I'm also here with like my friends in real life. I actually feel protected by the Secret Service. Respectfully.
Oh, wait, this is literally so nice.
Yeah, but no, like now I'm just like that's kind of crazy. But I did run into people. I did. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Thank you, Max. Yeah, don't do that anymore. Now here's what else I'll say. You know what? I'm gonna get half serious for half a second. And I'm gonna be very, very vague on purpose. I like to play around, but I ain't no damn joke. And I think that hmm hmm I understand that in order to be taken particularly seriously, you have to carry yourself a certain way. And I'll have everybody know professionally, I absolutely do that. Do I consider this to be
Yes.
my profession? No. But I do not plan on switching up, being different, working for somebody else for the sake of um, working for someone else because I feel like I have to instead of trying to build up Black Girl Wrestling. I want Black Girl Wrestling to be a combination of humor and of serious things. And I don't need anybody's fucking endorsement. I don't need anybody's fucking stamp of approval. Um, and honestly, yeah, like I hope that it takes me as far as I want to go. Emphasis on I want to go, but I'm also fucking insane. I'm crazy. Don't start something you can't finish. When it comes to competition, to accomplishments, to achievements, I will wrap them up like they're fucking nothing and then dance on your grave once I've got them. Um, anyway, let's go back to something lighthearted. Wait, this is really nice. I don't know how to work this. Lyric does that. That was a crash out that requires more context, but I'm not going to give more context for the
Y'all will get more context later.
Maybe.
Okay.
I stopped watching wrestling for a few months in 2024, and y'all did get me back into it. Thanks, y'all, for finally giving me a wrestling podcast that is fun to listen to, even when it's not great. We're not great.
I think they mean like the wrestling when the wrestling's not great.
I know what they meant. It was just funny.
Um,
That's so nice.
S, I ain't paying for your travel. No. Um, and also too, I had this trip booked before I even got like brought on over there.
Lyric is a doer.
I just,
Um, you be doing. Anyone have any fun y'all in like plans, side quests? Sometimes when I go on like trips, I like to set like fun little goals for myself. So it'll be like, oh, I want to spot 10 people with a real cowboy hat, or I want to, um, I think we could set some fun little quirky goals.
I'm actually interested to see how many songs Takeshita sings at this karaoke event.
I don't get to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I mean it's what I get. Honest to God, I like I didn't think I was going. So my whole y'all in travel, my whole y'all in plans are very vague. No, hey, the real question, and I'm so dead fucking serious. Everybody think I'm playing. Nigga, what are we eating? What are we
It's a real question,
eating?
bro.
Because I'm not going to fucking Texas and not getting some goddamn good barbecue. If I don't have the ribs of my life, I don't care. If Hangman wins and Omega Okada goes 12 stars, but I don't get any fucking ribs, the trip still has to be a 4 out of 5 for me.
You don't mean that.
I I
You want to know
so
what's
do.
crazy? I had a like so at the venue today, the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland. They had something called a Texas dog. That was the craziest hot dog I've ever had in my life. It
I
had
don't eat hot dogs.
it had brisket on it and barbecue sauce, and it smacked.
I, you know, I don't eat hot dogs, so I don't think that would appeal to me. But if I need to have some ribs or some rib tips that'll change my life. You know, the best food I've ever had in my life was at a gas station in Kansas City.
Oh, Globe Life has great food. One thing about wrestling has taught me about like some places that have great food. Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle has great food. When I went to Wrestle Dream there, Full Gear,
I love Seattle.
Kia Forum in Los Angeles has great food as well.
I believe that. I mean, those make sense to me. Yeah, so guys, this is our mission as a group is to find some damn good eats.
Are we
Wait,
going to the after party, y'all?
wait, hold on. I'm
Oh,
gonna highlight every single compliment because why not? I appreciate y'all so much. The only post AEW show I watch, and you both make wrestling more enjoyable, especially with your takes on how you view wrestling. That's literally so nice. We're the only post show you need. I mean, you can't be 2 time in post shows, you know. Where's the loyalty? Um, but but no, I really appreciate that, and it does like I don't know. It's always weird to hear that people value your opinion. You know, just in general, you're like, why do you care what I think? We're strangers on the internet, but some people do for some reason. You
this
know,
is the first time that we've gone to a show together on for AEW because Windy City Riot was New Japan.
it was
So this is
man. That was the
what a,
show was not incredible, but the vibe when Jack Perry came out, I will never forget.
I will say, yeah, the vibes of that show was crazy.
The vibes of that show were insane.
It's
No, okay, yeah. Sorry, I was you going back to the after party. Um, because like, what are the vibes? Um,
apparently, so I got a couple DMs today. Apparently, a lot of people like that's actually the moves. Like a lot of people are actually going.
to the Texas Live or to Starcast?
Whichever is the official after party for
That's it.
all of them.
That's Texas Live.
So yeah,
Okay, well that could be fun. I mean, I'm not against it. Hey, I'm gonna give me a drink somewhere. That's all I goddamn know.
I'm leaving
Um,
with something. I'm
at least
telling
a couple, at least a couple. And hey, that night me and Lyric gonna be drinking together. That much I do know.
Henny for Kenny. Thank you,
Henny for except I'm not drinking on Hennessy. It'll be a tequila sunrise.
Sir Davis for Kenny.
Ah.
But no, yeah, I'm just really proud. Like I'm just genuinely proud to be here, and like that so many other people are here. Like so many young people are here.
Give me a mark. I know that's right, Jalen. You know what? I might do that Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night's gonna be fun.
I don't have any plans Friday night.
Some people hit me up with some stuff. I'll.
I just lied to your face.
Well, we're going to Death Before Dishonor.
We are on the Death Before Dishonor. Ooh, ah.
Not Death Before Dishonor. Sorry, Super Card.
Nope. Super Crown of Honor. Super
Yeah.
Honor. That'll be fun.
Thank
Oh my
you,
god.
everybody. It's more than just
Guys, stop giving us compliments. This is weird.
No, actually, no. This is the perfect time. If there was ever a week, let's actually. I'll take them.
I hate when people say nice things about me.
She's lying.
What do you do? No, no. It's not that I hate that people say nice things. I hate hearing it because then I'm like, what do you do?
Well, Dani,
Oh.
you're the smartest person I know, so I don't know why you.
All right.
This is so cool. I want y'all to understand. Dani is so much cooler than like y'all even realize. Like the amount of people who value her opinion, you would be shocked, or not. Maybe not shocked, because just know it's a lot of people who really value her opinion. And so,
anyways,
the second she ever takes this wrestling thing even semi seriously, gonna be a huge, huge, huge star.
Are you done? Thank you.
We should have done a live version of this together. We should do
oh my god, we weren't even thinking.
We should do a pop-up stream.
Low key, could do it in my hotel room.
Sounds fun.
I'm not gonna tell you guys where that is because I practice internet safety. Lyric.
Oh my god! You tell people, you tell people what flight you're on one time. Bro, the wheels were literally.
In case anybody was trying to find me,
bro, the wheels. I think it's so funny because like the wheels were literally getting in the air when I sit down.
People can track flights as you land. Lyric.
People care.
Lyric, you gotta keep in mind we got a lot of ops.
Y'all hate my wrestling takes enough to kill me, nigga?
I don't know. Not me. just saying.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all track my flight.
Please get on her. You cannot be doing that.
Y'all track my flight. I'm calling Keeks. Thanks.
Oh no. Period.
The biggest.
Hey, I'm safe in Dallas. I don't know about y'all.
I'm in my big sister town, okay? Y'all try me.
Don't worry about me. Jalen and Chloe, maybe we'll do something Friday. I know we have plans Saturday, but maybe we'll do something Friday. Lyric is a Taylor Swift of wrestling Twitter where they tracking your flights. That's what I'm like, nigga. You finna be on some random nigga in the basement on his watch list.
That's how you know that I actually am very humble because I that's how you know that
I know what you meant, but the way you said it, you're like, I'm actually the most humble person I know. And
because
if there was a competition for humility, I would win it.
I genuinely like people care like what I'm doing. Like
I'm like, Lyric, you yes, people are crazy. Don't do that.
I won't do it again.
You don't have like 4 followers, nigga. You got lots of people and people who aren't following that are peeping you. Be careful.
That is true.
Be careful.
I won't do it again.
Thank you. Guys, look at the little wait, not that one. Look at the little longhorn on my nail.
That's so
not cute. Yeah, nail check. Y'all in nail check. But I'm really obsessed with this one. Like she ate that.
Oh, you want to know also why? Now that I'm thinking about it, the reason
I'm way more humble than y'all fuck niggas.
the reason why I said
that my Twitter header.
I think also the reason why I said that is because I didn't fly out of my actual airport today. I had to fly from an entire another state.
But don't tell niggas that.
Oh, well.
I'm like, damn. Sound like you was doing a meet and greet at the airport. What the fuck?
Can you imagine?
Oh, brother.
I want to know, is that what WWE fans do?
Weird ass niggas. I didn't even mean to say that. I don't know why I said that. But what's it called? I think it's weird to like I've never gotten anyone's autograph that wasn't like offering autographs. I've never gone up to someone and been
Yeah,
like,
never.
"Can I have your autograph?" Because that feels odd to me. I don't know. I've never asked anyone for a picture either. This whole thing is so against my nature. Especially a man. A man? To pay to be in the presence of a man. Yeah. Going up to people on their free time feels weird. Like, especially like when you see people are just, and maybe it's just because of, well, maybe it's because in part of the industry that I work in now and the industry that I used to work in, or it was just like, I think I'm very immune to like celebrity culture because the more you know about people, it's very much like don't meet your heroes a lot of the times. But I'm like, a lot of times people are just trying to get from point A to point, like they're regular people. They did their job and now they're trying to get on their flight. You know? Like, that's weird. Yeah, Disneyland characters, I mean, but like they're expecting that because they're in a, you're in a place where that happens, like that's open season. Not like that, but like, you know what I mean. Anything else you want to talk about before y'all in?
No, I'm just really excited. Hangman's going to win. Kenny Omega is going to prove yet again that he's the greatest of all time. Mercedes
You know what?
are going to tear down the house.
You know
Will Ospreay is going to ruin Swerve's life.
I just want to say really quickly before we do hang up, do not feel like there has been enough Kenny Omega glazing in this episode.
Kazu said, "Maybe I kill you."
Which he said it's so casual. I was saying earlier, but like it was a common theme on this show. Everybody being like, "Are you ready to die? Are you ready to die by this shit?" But Okada said it so chill that it was the most convincing. He said, "Maybe I'll hurt you. Maybe I'll kill you." What?
It was the smile. He said, "Maybe I'll kill you."
He just like me for real. Yeah, that's a sick fuck. And you know what? Look, I've said it a million times over, but now since this is the last one before the show happens, I do not fucking care. Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, the god of pro wrestling and the Rainmaker, could go out there, high five each other, and watch an episode of Andy Griffith, and I'm giving that shit 5 stars.
Actually, we're starting at 5 stars.
You know what? Yeah. We're starting at 5 stars, and they can only earn more. I don't give a fuck. Everybody being like, oh, it's not gonna compare to their last shit. Like they're physically like whatever, and like, can they defy time? No, nobody can. Can you defy the things that your body has been through? Yes, to a certain extent. Is it to me? Yes, Lyric. Is it to me already a 7-star classic? Yes.
You want to know what I actually really love about this is that I disagree with him on most things. But this is one time when I know that Dave Meltzer might love Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada more than I do. He's coming into this with a 5 floor. And we're just gonna keep stacking up from there.
He just like me for real.
We're coming into that with a 5.
That was me on your account. My apologies.
You talking about the people hacking and starting
internet safety. I'm on Lyric's account.
You talk about internet safety whole time. Yeah,
what? Oh, okay, yeah. I'll steal your identity. Tell them it was me. Tell the bank, I know the bitch that did it. It was on a live stream.
She did it while
Oh,
I was on
brother.
camera. Real talk. Um, but no, Dave Meltzer is about to glaze this match. Give them everything. Give them every. Also, Kenny did a really good interview last week, and I listened to it, and it made me emotional. Like I listened to it on a plane, come back from Beyonce. Oh, I saw Beyonce this weekend, y'all. Y'all,
Blocked.
y'all.
I don't care if something good happened to you. It should happen to me instead.
Anyway, um, Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Or am I in that
What's
Lady
different with the
Beehive?
Vandross?
Am I in that Lady Beehive? Well, yes.
Well,
Yes,
yes.
I am. The things that she did. You know what? No. I have a, and then I promise we can get off. But I need to say this.
I mean, we're not holding anyone hostage.
We're
Like,
not.
people can leave.
So, when I've seen, this is my third time seeing Beyonce, and
Right.
seeing her this past weekend. This is the third tour I've seen her on.
Okay.
This was me finally seeing her humanity and like understanding like she's a human and she's aging. Because here's the thing, she doesn't she doesn't do everything exactly the way that she used to, and it's very clear that she gets tired more easily, and like she's getting older. But I saw her push herself, and she pushed herself to still perform at this unreasonably, just insanely high level. And even though she's getting older, and even though like she's had injuries and things like that, she is still definitively the greatest to ever do it and the greatest performer of our lifetime. And it just made me think of, wow,
My
I live
goat.
in an era where I get to witness my goats.
This nigga was sitting at a Beyonce concert like, wow, Kenny Omega's great.
That's
He
exactly
was like, me for real.
that's exactly what happened. That is
We see
exactly.
each other.
I feel the exact way about Kenny Omega as I feel about Beyonce, in the sense of
Yes.
all this time, they are still doing the work that makes people think, the things that people talk about, makes people talk about it. And they have been through so much, and they might not be able to move exactly the way that they used to, but the real goats know how to adapt, and they know how to tweak, and they know how to fine tune and still serve you excellence at the
And
high.
nobody, and all the laws, and nobody can outdo the doer.
No,
Got millions of sons and daughters,
and
and
I am
everybody want to
just
be like their mama. But guess what?
and I'm just grateful to live in an era where I can see these two still perform at such a high level. Like, I walked away from that experience so inspired. Like the way that she pushes herself, and like having her kids out there performing with her, and it just made me think about, like, after all this time, after everything that they've been through, Kenny Omega and Coda are a package deal. Actually, I'm not performing unless he come with me. I'm actually not going anywhere unless Coda can come. You can't get. I'm not signing no contract if he don't get one too. My goats,
My goats.
my goats. I just, to see them both at their height this week. I mean, in just like a week's time,
And
I feel so blessed.
I want to say really quickly on Kenny, because we will hang up. I'm the sleepiest girl in North America.
Hmm.
Besides, oh, that was sad. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I didn't say it. Lucky me. Um, but um, I don't care. Kenny and Okada could go out there and not have a match the caliber. That's the thing too. Like, okay, if they don't have the 7-star classic that they had before, no one had ever fucking done that before, and no
Actually,
one.
they are. They are having.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I make the goddamn scale, and that was my whole thing with the Osprey thing, which is a whole nother tangent, and I'm gonna go on really briefly. But I was like, he's just one guy that thinks this. So like he could say it's out of 5, I could say it's out of a badillion. Both of our opinions, it's one voice. Um, But my point being, like, okay if it's not as good as their own other matchups, but what you have to keep in mind is that somebody like Kenny Omega, who fought for his life and fought so hard to get back here, if you don't think he's gonna give you everything he fucking has, you know, like it is going to be no pun intended, the gutsiest performance maybe ever. And that's going to make it even more emotional because you know the truth behind it. So, okay, fine, maybe everything's not as sharp as it was. Okay, fine, maybe everything's not as, athletic or theatrical as it was, but like there's so much truth in this
Kenny is
in
going to
this
leave
now.
his intestines in the middle of the ring, and you're going to love it.
Uh-huh. And he's gonna say, "This is my body. Eat from it."
He did some good to me.
Oh god.
Yo, we about to watch. They about to execute Kenny, bro. They gonna kill him.
Hog tie this nigga.
They gonna hard tie him. Fuck.
I'm not hard tie people.
I ain't gonna lie. And what am I gonna do? I think I get so uncomfortable in situations like that because at least, how do I say this? The first All In wasn't good enough where I felt the need to like mask my emotions, right, and try to act normal in the press box. This one, I'm very worried how to maintain any semblance of professionalism while watching some of these matches because
Couldn't do it. I don't
somebody's
envy you.
somebody's gonna hit Kenny in the stomach, and I'm going to scream like I'm being set
Girl,
on.
do something, kid.
Help him! Help
Oh
him!
god.
There's going to be a point where they literally execute Kota Ibushi right in front of him, and there's going to be nothing he could do
And
about
I'm
it.
supposed to just watch? I gotta get involved. He needs help.
They gonna have to keep people from jumping the
Out
barricade.
of the building. What the hell?
They gonna have to keep people from jumping the barricade.
Hey, Ibushi, I'm telling you right now, you safe where I'm around. That's all you need to know, player.
They gonna
Safe
have,
when I'm around.
they really gonna have to keep everybody from jumping the barricade.
And you know what? Final thought before we wrap it all up. I tweeted this, but oh Lord, oh brother, I mean it. Kazuchika Okada will not be kicking out of that one-winged angel.
No,
I have asked him very nicely, and he said that he is okay with not doing that. You might be saying, Danielle, was this in a dream you had? It was indeed, but I believe I am at least a little bit prophetic. So I do think that will, I think will keep his promise that he made to me in my dream. So.
wow. Well, that's one hell of a way to end. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today.
Wait. I'm stopping you again one more time. I want to tell everybody about the other dream that I had, completely unrelated. I had a dream the other day that I was at Grand Teton National Park with Saucy Santana, and for some fucking reason, and we were chilling, and we were like at this like little like cabin, and it was just me and him for some reason. But we was chilling. We was at this little cabin, and a bear reached in through the window of like the bathroom in the cabin, and everybody's like, "Oh, Danielle, it's just that's just a dog," and I was like, "It's not a dog, it's a fucking bear." And eventually the bear like reached in and like undid the latch, and the bear got into the cabin. Yes, Saucy Santana. The bear got into the cabin and was like chasing us around, and I ran out and I called the National Park Services, and I was like, "Oh my god, this fucking bear!" Like whatever. And the National Park Services came, and they only helped me because they were like, "Well, he didn't call." And so they left him to get swallowed by the bear.
All right, guys.
On that note, good night, everybody.
Really safe night. If you're here for All In week, if you plan on coming, have safe travels. If you see me or Dani sometime this week, please say hello.
Don't do that.
Other than that,
Say hi to Lyric. Do not say hi to me.
other than that, have a great
friendship bracelet.
Have a great week, everybody. You know where to find us. We will see you soon.
Ciao,
Goodbye.
ciao. I don't know how to end